I want to talk to you today about overcoming your blockages and beating the fear. Let me tell you something. You have the potential to overcome any obstacles that stand in your way. You're stronger than you know. Do you think you made it this far because you are weak or that you can't succeed? But on the road of success, there will be many bumps and many ups and downs along the way. But if you put in the work, you will succeed. The story of success is not for the faint of heart. It requires taking on challenges that seem insurmountable at times. It requires overcoming obstacles and finding ways to move forward when all seems lost. The only way to do this is by believing in yourself, working hard, and trusting that things will eventually turn out okay, even if it doesn't feel like they are right now. Just don't give up, don't let go, and keep pushing forward. It may not always be easy or fun, but it will always be worth it, because at the end of the day, there is nothing more rewarding than knowing that what seemed impossible, you made that happen. You made it possible through your own will and power. And let me tell you something about those negative thoughts. They are rooted in fear, and you need to stop being afraid. Fear is the mind's way of telling you that something isn't safe. Fear is an emotion, not a fact. Fear is something you feel and not something that exists in the world. You may have had a bad experience with trying new things or taking risks, so now your brain is telling you not to do it again. But if we never try anything new, then we will never know what could happen. Don't lose yourself in fear. The first step to overcoming your fears is realizing that you have them. Sometimes it can be hard to admit this because we're so used to being afraid of things that we don't even notice it anymore. Once you realize what your fears are, then you can start working on overcoming them one by one. Now I think it's time for us to focus on what really matters. We have all been given the gift of life, and that is something we should never take for granted. We need to do our best to make the world a better place, because if we don't, then who will? If you feel like your life is falling apart and you have no idea how to fix it, if you feel like you're stuck and in a rut and don't know how to get out of it, then try asking yourself, what's causing all of these problems? What would it take for things to change? What are the main things that are making me unhappy? Like if I don't like my job because, or I don't like where I live, or I don't have enough money, then change it. Here is a question. If you could do anything tomorrow without fear of failure, what would it be? Find that answer and do it even if it's small. Just start to release the fear. Taking small steps to change how you see the world will help you align and set goals for yourself that are realistic and achievable. Overcoming is a process that takes time, and sometimes you need to take things slow. Here are some ideas for working through difficult times. Number 1, do not give up. You may feel like giving up, but don't. Keep working hard, even if it's just going for a walk or doing stretches in your home. The more you work on succeeding, the faster it will happen. Number 2, take on the unknown. When you get thrown off, it can be scary because suddenly life has changed drastically, and there's no way of knowing what's coming next or how long it'll take to recover from a setback or if you ever fully reach your goals. Try not to let this fear stop you from taking action towards getting better. Instead of worrying about what might happen next week or next month when people say we'll see, or if the self-doubt sets in. Instead, focus on today by making small changes every day that will lead towards your goals. Be prepared with patience and perseverance throughout this journey because everyone's journey to success is different depending upon their individual personality traits such as resilience, ability level, and self-confidence. If you are feeling sluggish or down on a regular basis, it may be time for you to look at your lifestyle habits. Are you getting enough exercise? Do you nap when possible during the day? Do you meditate daily? Do you pray? Do you talk to the ancestors? Whatever it might be, taking breaks throughout the day allows our bodies, minds, and spirits time to recharge so that we can tackle everything we need to in one go. In conclusion, this is a great time to be alive, and you can overcome your challenges. You have the power to change the world around you. You are divine. You are everything you need.